What's up, guys? Today, I want to talk about movies, I guess, in general, but like specifically like fantasy, kids, superhero movies. So let's go. And by talking about them, I just kind of want to talk about why I feel like we should stop making cartoon movies live action. Because like we tried it, we had a couple good ones. There was Cinderella that came out in anywhere between 13 and 16, and Maleficent, which came out a time after that. But then we also had some movies that, like, Aladdin happened. So did Beauty and the Beast. That is a movie that exists as well. If only we could forget about Mulan. And then there was Lion King. And like Lion King, that wasn't even live action. That was just CGI, which is just another form of animation, which just makes it super advanced cartoon. So if we were gonna do it in cartoon anyways, like, why not just remake it exactly shot for shot the way that it was, but in the best animation that we have possible? Because when you make something into a live action remake, the very best thing that could happen is that it's exactly as good as the original. Because there's no way that it could be better. Because the original is the original for a reason. So if the best thing that it could be is just as good as the original, that means anything else that it is going to be subpar. Because it will always be compared to the original because it's based off of the original. So rather than do all of that, and rather than change the story in ways that don't make any sense, like Jasmine singing a whole song about how she won't be silent inside her own head, why not just make the movies, but like as amazing as it can be? I believe animation is the best medium for any and everything that is not supposed to be regular life. Because it has the advantage of already not being real. It takes away our suspension of disbelief. So we're already immersed because we know that it's cartoon. But when you make something live action, it's then compared to real world stuff, and real world and fantasy worlds aren't supposed to exist at the same time. And when it gets compared, it loses because it doesn't feel real enough. That's why older CGI comes across as weird and strange, because it's not quite real. We can tell that it's not real, and that takes us a little bit out of the universe. So rather than continue with this ongoing threat of turning our old nostalgic movies into live action remakes, I'm specifically talking about Treasure Planet, Hercules, and Little Mermaid. Rather than do that, also Kim Possible, God, Kim Possible, why don't we just either make new things or remake the old things better than they could have ever looked originally? Anything outside of that feels silly to me. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.